Let me tell you where there will not be a game 7, and that is in the Warriors and the Lakers series. The NBA referees made sure of that. Ladies and gentlemen, the fix was in.
And if you try to deny it, I'm going to exhibit A will be the box score if you didn't see the game. But if you watched the game, you already know what it was. But if you need hardcore facts, because perhaps you think in your eyes, maybe I didn't really see it that way, let me lead you to the box score. And it's going to exactly explain and down. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, Adam Silver, really? Is this is what we're doing?
It was so clear.
It was hard to watch. That is what it was.
I
don't mind if you're going to do fouls. I'm okay with that. But there has to be a point where they have to be even. There is no way one team just every time they remotely try to defend, they get the whistle, and the other team can defend and not get a whistle. And now I get that sometimes plays are missed. Sometimes wrong plays are called. I get all of that. But when the discrepancy is so vast, there's no way you can justify it. No way. No way. No way.
Well, the only justification is the memo was sent to the crew chief for that night. I mean, it was like, hey, this will be a great story if LeBron James at age 38 and AD can start the season 1-10, number 13th in the Western Conference, go through the play-in tournament, make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. And if we're not paying attention, they'll make it to the NBA Finals on the strength of the memo that was sent to the NBA referees.
Guarantee. So you know what? Cautionary tale, adjustments, mindset shifts. Mike Malone, have the meeting with your staff right now. Have the meeting with your team right now. You need to know what you're going up against. Not only are you going up against talent, but you're also going up against how these games are going to be called. And what are we going to do as an organization to combat that? Because it's going to happen.
Yes.
So the Nuggets, in order for you to remotely pretend to be victorious in this next matchup, get your mind ready for what that is. You actually saw what's going to happen if you watch the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers game 6. You're going to actually see what's going to happen to you Nuggets. That's you next.
You next. And that's true. That is absolutely true. I think the only thing that's going to save the Denver Nuggets, if we look, into the future, is that they are talented from 1 through 8, 1 through 10. They can go so deep. So if the refs decide to play the foul calling game, they got some dogs they can throw in there that can sustain them, but it's still going to be lopsided. And Mike Malone, his personality, he's going to call it out.
You don't think Steve Kerr did it?
I know, and you would think Steve Kerr has a little bit more weight because he's won NBA championships and all that. But I just think the way that Mike Malone would call it out, because Mike Malone he's a tough guy. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, no, I seen him go off. I know, and I love it. Yeah. The look on. If you watch his mouth, he's dropping curse words all day.
All day long.
Yeah. I love it.
Yes,
no, it's gonna be. Yes. I already know him and his coaching staff need to be having a meeting about this right now. Like right now, what type of adjustments do we need to make in game so we can keep the momentum of our players ready and not pouting? Because that's what's going to end up happening. Don't want to get the shoulders to slop. Don't want to get the grin and shaking of the head like I can't believe that just happened. You don't want any of that. So how do we combat that? And how do we prepare our players to combat that right now so we can still go out here and get this Western Conference win? I don't know. But
yeah, it was just, oh my God. Okay, so aside from the referees wearing the Lakers jersey last night,
they actually had 3 additional players on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
They had 8 players on the floor.
They did, and they were supposed to win 8-on-5. They were supposed to win. Oh my God. Okay, now let's take a look at the Golden State Warriors. Now, Steph Curry, he tried his best, but his shot wasn't on. He had absolutely no help. I was hoping that game 6, Klay Thompson would show up. Klay Thompson has lost his shot, y'all. We just need to accept it. Yep. We just need to go ahead and get ready that the Golden State Warriors are probably going to look like a different team next season. Yes. We just need to go ahead and accept it. Let's just get our minds right now.
Yeah, the dynasty has ended. Yes, the dynasty is over. It's over. It is. It's a wrap. It is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mine didn't give it to me. So, Draymond, where you're 20. This is when you need to pull it out. It just, Draymond. Dynasty is over. Dang.
Draymond got so frustrated, he smashed the ball in Dennis Schroeder's face.
Did you see that? Did you see the angle on that one? I said, Dennis Schroeder kissing the ball?
Oh my God. That's when I knew they lost the game, when Draymond lost it completely, and he talked about on his podcast about different mindset in game 6, different mindset in game 5. Those were must-win games. And he said, he had me believe that he was going to come out and play with the same energy. But in the first couple of minutes, I noticed that he did not have the same energy as game 5. And I said, well, there it is, because he was their engine. He was their engine in game 5, the must-win in Chase Center. But when it came to Los Angeles, I don't know if it was the travel, which wasn't much, coming from San Fran down to Los Angeles. I don't know what it was, but they just didn't play with the same type of force in a must-win game for game 6. So, yeah.
No, and not only that, Jordan Poole had like 4 fouls at the top of the game.
Yes.
Really? He barely even stepped foot on the court. Boom! Or Jordan, another foul.
They were in Gary Payton the second.
They were deflated by the end of the second quarter. They were going to say words. It was over in their mindset, and Steph does what he always do. He tries to make it work. That's just who he is, and I think that's just what his personality is as well, and just bleeds over to how he plays the game. But it was every time Clay got the ball, I said, Clay,
I know.
Go ahead and can you try to get a layup this time?
Please.
Because your 3 ball, it ain't hitting, bro.
No, he went 2 for 10, 3 from 19 from the field as a whole. I mean, golly, that is a bad game for one of the Splash Brothers, who was supposed to be like Steph Curry's sidekick in this thing.
Nah.
But then when you look at it, Jordan Poole, he had the foul trouble, but he showed flashes of the old Jordan Poole, and I felt really good about that. Now that is the shining light.
Yeah, but what it looks like for them next season, the Golden State Warriors. It has to be a different Warriors next season.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be. There's no way that they think they can ride it for another year. Not in this iteration. It's not going to be successful.
No. So the Lakers move on to the next series. Now they're going to have their hands full with the Denver Nuggets. I mean, I don't care if the referees decide to wear Lakers jerseys or not. The Nuggets are going to bring the heat in. They're going to be a little bit more rested than the Los Angeles Lakers, seeming as though they had an additional day of rest, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So I can't wait. However, I am looking forward to this Nuggets-Lakers matchup because of the middle, right? I cannot wait to see what Nikola Jokic puts together, what AD puts together in this matchup. I can't wait to see that. And not only that, we're talking about Rui Hachimura, Aaron Gordon, KCP, D'Angelo, Schroeder, Jamal Murray,
Bruce Brown.
Brown. Like it is 1 for 1, pretty much. So I can't wait to see what this looks like. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Very interesting.
All right. So there was another elimination game last night. It was between the Knicks and the Heat. As usual, Jimmy Butler and the Heat, they're going to move on. The New York Knicks, they fought a good fight. I think Jalen Brunson, he did all he could. He did. But it just wasn't enough. He didn't have enough help from his supporting cast, and in particular, Julius Randle, who has saggy shoulders, as you like to call them. Julius Randle, he's having a hard time dealing with the fact that he is not 1A on this New York Knicks team. And that's going to be a problem for them moving forward.
Yeah, I think that Tom Thibodeau needs to sit down with both him and Jalen Brunson and set the role. It's clear that Coach Tibbs said, thank you, Julius Randle, but the final person who's going to hold this ball is going to be Jalen Brunson. He earned it. I know that you probably are used to having the ball at the end of the game. However, we've moved on to Jalen Brunson. That's what I have seen in this series. I'm like, ooh. However, Julius Randle, your body language kind of made it easy. Your inconsistencies kind of made it easy. Jalen Brunson's consistencies kind of outshined it. So, what will next year look like? It can be the best if somebody accepts their new role. I don't know if Julius Randle want to do that.
I don't know. It's a hard pill to swallow for any player. Absolutely. And especially Julius Randle, because he's alpha dog. He's you know, he's Julius Randle. He's a bully on the block. He wants the ball, as you mentioned. He is definitely aggressive, but if he's just gonna pout, he's doing more harm than good. Now, Mitchell Robinson, one of their big bodies in the middle. I mean, how do you just get 2 points when you're that close to the rim? It bothers me.
He did have 11 rebounds. He did do that.
Yeah, you just need more. You need some putbacks. You got to do it. You know.
You know, I would hope that maybe his assist numbers would be a little bit bigger. So maybe you didn't put the ball in the basket, but you, because of your rebounds, you're able to contribute to a point or something for somebody else. You had 1 assist, sir.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the Miami Heat move on. And I think most of us, and I know you did, you were pulling for the Miami Heat. I picked the Knicks to come out of the series. I don't know what I was thinking.
Hey, you made your decision based off of the information you had at the time. That's how I feel about it. If I want to change my pick because my information has changed and I have a different opinion about it, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I like that.
If I say I'm going to pick somebody before the series begins, and that's what my prediction is, I feel like I hold the right to change that when new information is presented.
You sure can.
So, in this case, yeah, I stuck with the Heat, but had the Knicks been balling out of control and the Heat, couldn't get it together, I'd be like, "We'll go Knicks." Like what? Just do what it is. But I'm really happy. It's all the similar story that the Lakers are facing is the story that the Heat has as well. Came through the trenches, made it through the play-in tournament, and now here we are on their way and being a part of the Eastern Conference Finals. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I want that same energy when we're talking about the Lakers to be put upon what Jimmy Butler's doing with the Heat as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need an image of Jimmy Butler sitting in a king's chair with somebody on the side. I don't know who it is. Bam. You can go ahead and add. Are we talking about playoff Kyle Lowry? Toronto 2019 Kyle Lowry? Because that's what I've seen. That's what he's trying to give. So yeah, no, I want the same thing, because exactly what the Lakers are doing is what the Heat has done.
You know what's funny though? The Lakers actually tried through the regular season. I don't think the Miami Heat really tried.
This is true. That story is even greater, right?
Yeah.
They did not try. Not only that, the Heat, they're playing with undrafted players. They got dog in them in game, but at the time the draft was coming, nobody saw it.
Yeah, and the Lakers were LeBron was working towards the scoring title. So had he not had that, motivation, true. Who knows? This may have been a tanking season for them.
That is true. That is true. So you can shape a narrative any way you want it to look, right? But what I want to commend the Heat culture for is that they can put together a winning roster with anybody that want to play and is willing to get involved in the system. That's just what this proves to me.
Absolutely. Okay, so there is a game 7, the Celtics and the Sixers. Ooh, that's going to determine who the Miami Heat actually go up against in the Eastern Conference Finals. And you know what? Which one is the better matchup, though?
I would not mind seeing Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Jimmy Butler. Because Jimmy Butler was a part of Philadelphia at one point. I wouldn't mind that. However, I think the better matchup will be the Boston Celtics.
Yes, I have to agree with you there. I think I want to see the Celtics and the Heat get down. It's going to be heartbreaking for Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers, though, not to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I know.
But I want to see Jason Tatum continue, because he finished out Game 6 really well, played horrible. But now that Game 7 and everything's on the line, I think we're going to see a superstar, a super duper star in Jason and Jalen. And I want to see what that looks like if they can continue it against the Miami Heat.
That's going to be the one. Yeah, I'm really excited about that matchup. Now, if it becomes the Heat and the Sixers, I don't know if the Sixers will prevail.
No, I can't see it because James Harden threw a tantrum at the end of game 6 when they lost in the final moments. He sat down on the court and I was like, oh my God, this looks like Houston James Harden right now.
Oh, I was waiting for him. I couldn't. I said, there he is. He finally reared his head. It's embedded in him. Y'all, it's embedded in him. And unfortunately, if he don't get his mind right for game 7, you're going to see what it looks like for James Harden his whole career right here. When I said, there he is. Oh, I thought he got rid of him.
He's back, y'all.
He's back. Oh my goodness. And Joel Embiid, I'm sorry. Wow. Wow. Doc Rivers, you better get your sage.
Call Kyrie Irving for the sage.
You better get your chakras in order. Because if the Sixers don't pull this off,